Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, we're going to take a look at multiplying fractions word problems. And if you take a look at your screen, we have three examples we're going to go through together in order to see what a multiplying fraction word problem looks like and how to solve. So let's jump right into number one, where we have a recipe calls for 3/4 cups of sugar. Amari is tripling the recipe. How much sugar will be needed? Well, Amari has 3/4 of a cup, right? And she is tripling. So that means to multiply by 3. And I'm going to put my whole 3 over 1. That way I have a numerator and a denominator. A whole number over 1 as a fraction is still worth that whole number. I'm not changing the value of the 3. Again, I'm just giving it a top and a bottom. That way I can multiply these fractions straight across. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 1 is 4. Now, that's our answer, but it's improper, so we need to get it into a mixed number, or maybe it works out to a whole number. So we need to do 9 divided by 4. How many whole groups of 4 can I pull out of 9? Well, 2. 2 whole 4s. That gets me to 8. I didn't hit 9 exactly, so I have a remainder of 1, and I keep my denominator of 4 the same. Since it's a word problem, I need to answer that question with a label here, and it's how much sugar will be needed. So we need 2 1/4 cups, and that's our answer. So that example here would be a repeated addition type of multiplication problem, right? We needed 3/4 and we were tripling it. So 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4, which is just 3/4 times 3. So let's take a look at number 2, and we have a different type of word problem here. 4/5 of all students at Riverwood High School are involved in an extracurricular activity. Of those students, 2/3 are involved in a fall activity. What fraction of students at Riverwood are involved in a fall activity? So here we have a fraction of a fraction problem, where we're taking a fraction of a fraction. So whenever we have any of these of problems, whether it's a fraction of a fraction of a whole number, or fraction of a mixed number, we can use multiplication to solve. So in this situation, we're taking 2/3 of 4/5, and that will give us our answer. And we can just replace that of with a multiplication sign. We can use multiplication to solve here. So I'm going to rewrite the problem. 2/3 times 4/5. Now I can multiply straight across. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 5 is 15. That fraction's in simplest form. So now we need to put a label. And our question was, what fraction of students at Riverwood are involved in a fall activity? So 8/15 of students are involved in a fall activity. So again, that was a fraction of a fraction type of problem. Now number 3 is going to be similar to number 2, but it's going to involve a whole number and a fraction. So Jimmy has a collection of 18 video games. Of the 18 games, 1/3 are sports games. How many of his games are sports games? Well, much like number 2, we're taking a fraction of something. We're taking 1/3 of his 18 video games are sports games. So again, we can replace that of with a multiplication sign and just multiply straight across, and it will give us our answer. So let's rewrite the problem. 1/3 times 18. And again, I'm putting that 18 over 1, a whole number over 1, to give it a numerator and a denominator. It does not change the value. So now straight across, 1 times 18 is 18, and 3 times 1 is 3. We end up with an improper fraction, so let's divide to get our mixed number, or maybe it works out to a whole number. So 18 divided by 3, how many whole 3's can we pull out of 18? Well, 6. And that hits 18 exactly, so we do not have a remainder. So this works out to be a whole number. And hopefully in this situation, right, this makes sense. It has to be a whole number. How many of his games are sports games? Well, 6 are sports games. Okay, so I always like to circle my final answer to show that that is the final answer. And there we have it. There's the multiplying fractions word problems, and we went through three different situations there that use multiplication in order to get us to our answer. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.